Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, we're going to learn something new about society and the law in a simple and fun way. So let's jump right in.
Why does everything get more expensive? Inflation explained with stick figures. Have you ever noticed that the same amount of money buys fewer things than it did a few years ago? Imagine a simple stick figure walking into a grocery store with $10 in their wallet. A few years ago, that money could buy a whole basket full of groceries. But today, the exact same $10 might only buy half as much. Why does this happen? The answer is inflation. Inflation is the general increase in the prices of goods and services over time. It does not mean that just one single product becomes more expensive. Instead, many things you use every day, such as food, clothing, transportation, and housing, gradually cost more and more. As prices rise, each dollar you have loses some of its purchasing power. That simply means your money cannot buy as much as it used to. Let's start with a very simple example. Our stick figure wants to buy one apple. 5 years ago, that apple cost exactly $1. Today, that same apple costs $2. Nothing about the apple changed, but its price went up. This is inflation happening right in front of you. While this change seems small for just one piece of fruit, when it happens across thousands of different products and services, everyone feels the effect. One of the biggest causes is what economists call too much money chasing too few goods. Imagine there are only 5 apples available at the market and 5 stick figures. Each wants to buy one. Supply matches demand perfectly, so the seller keeps the price at $1. But now, imagine 10 stick figures. All want those same 5 apples. There is not enough for everyone, so people are willing to pay extra just to get one. Seeing this high demand, the seller raises the price. This simple idea applies to the whole economy. When people have more money to spend, but businesses cannot make enough products, prices naturally begin to rise. Another common cause is rising production costs, also known as cost-push inflation. Picture a factory run by stick figures that makes bicycles. To build them, the factory needs electricity, fuel, steel, rubber, and workers. If fuel becomes more expensive, electricity bills go up, wages increase, or raw materials cost more. Every single bicycle becomes more expensive to build. The factory owner usually has no choice but to raise the selling price just to cover these extra costs. When many businesses face the same problem, prices go up everywhere. Shortages of supplies are another important reason. Imagine a delivery truck loaded with goods driving toward town, but suddenly a bridge collapses, blocking the road completely. Or think of natural disasters, conflicts, or delays in shipping that stop production or transport. Slowly, store shelves become empty, while customers still come looking for what they need. When there are fewer goods available, but people still want them, prices will almost always go up. This is why problems in getting goods delivered can cause inflation, even if people are not spending extra money. Now, you might wonder, is inflation always a bad thing? Surprisingly, no. A small amount of inflation is actually considered healthy for an economy that is growing. Most central banks aim for about 2% inflation every single year. This slow, steady growth encourages businesses to invest, hire more people, and expand because they expect things to keep improving. But when inflation becomes too high, it creates real problems. Families struggle to afford daily needs. Money saved up over years loses value, and businesses find it hard to plan ahead because costs keep changing too fast. So, how do governments try to control it? One powerful tool belongs to the central bank. When prices rise too fast, they raise interest rates. Higher interest rates make borrowing money much more expensive for both people and companies. As a result, individuals spend less, businesses borrow less to expand, and total demand slows down. With less money flowing around, sellers find it harder to keep raising prices, and inflation gradually returns to a normal level. Governments can also help by improving transport and supply systems or encouraging businesses to produce more goods. Let's review quickly what we have learned. Inflation means prices generally rise and money buys less over time. It happens mainly when demand grows faster than supply, when making things becomes more costly, or when goods become hard to find. A little inflation is normal and helpful, but high inflation makes life difficult. The next time you notice that your favorite snack, a meal out, or a new phone costs more than before, you will understand inflation is usually the reason. By learning what causes it and how governments work to fix it, you understand better how the economy touches every part of your daily life. Thank you for listening, and remember, understanding economics helps you understand the world around you.